These two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Porzingis is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Curry and Richard. Johnson banked in off the glass.
Going in there, and Johnson playing big.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Now, Reza Shea after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Now, Reza Shea. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Just 2 to shoot. His three-pointers off the mark. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Curry, and it's sent back by Okongwu. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first one falls.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
He hits both from the stripe.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Here's Okongwu. Porzingis with the block.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
Back to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Porzingis. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Kuminga with a wide open look. No good from outside.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Offensive rebound. Shots good by Green.
Relentless. You will never outwork Draymond.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. We talked about the mindset needed when squaring off against Jimmy Butler, and Coach said Jimmy is a firecracker. You don't want to set him off or he could explode in your face. I told our guys just to focus on the game and not give any extra motivation out there. We'll see if they prevent Butler from popping off. Kevin, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Daniels, a screen on Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Cuts off the pass. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And he gets it to go.
Understanding where he needs to be. Curry way out ahead that time.
The Hawks trail by 6. Now Reza Shea. Now Kuminga. Green against Johnson. Okongwu with a screen on Green. To the paint. 5 on the clock. Daniels finds Kuminga. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Driving to the basket.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And here we can check out the story for Jonathan Kuminga.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And they get it. Johnson, the pass to Okongwu. And Butler sends it back.
Always ready to make an impact defensively. Butler sees the shot forming and just attacks the opportunity to block it.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Daniels with it. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Rizachet. Now here's Kuminga. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, the overwhelming athleticism of Kuminga. It's kind of key here.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
Here we are late in the year, RJ. What's this time of the schedule feel like for a player?
Everybody's a little banged up. That's just part of it. You're going to be at about 75% of your strength right now, but that's what makes it fun. Can you push yourself further than the next guy? Picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful, and we'll see how much coach trusts him to not get that third.
McCollum's checked in for Dyson Daniels. Richard, defended by Kuminga. Curry kicks to Buck. Here's Rizachet. And the dunk by Rizachet.
Yeah, if you give Rizachet a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Warriors leading by 5. Pass to Curry. Outside, Green. Butler in the corner. Off target with his 3.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And the shot goes in.
Brute force on that interior. Jonathan Kuminga, let's just say he's a special athlete, folks.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Screen by Porzingis. Butler passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The Hawks trail by 5. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Okongwu. McCollum outside. Now Rizachet. A three-pointer, no good. Outside, Green. And the dunk by Porzingis.
This is why you lob it Porzingis' way. Great job using his height and length.
Atlanta's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And here is Kuminga. 5 points in the game. Okongwu dishes to McCollum. 4 on the clock. Over Butler. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And we talked about McCollum's feel for situations, and there's an example as he's able to bail them out.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. Porzingis finds Butler. Now Green, just 5 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Such a great guy to have on the team and an amazing defender. Green even led the league in steals one year.
Free throw drops for Green.
A vocal leader both on and off the floor. Green plays with a real fire in edge.
Jock Landale's checked in for Okongwu. And both free throws good for Green. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Rizeshe. Now Landale. And here's McCollum. And it's off from three-point range.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
2 points. That one goes. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
For the Hawks, Kispert's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Rizeshe. The Warriors also with a sub. Horford's checked in. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Alexander-Walker. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Johnson against Green. The jump hook. Green with the block.
This is the high-impact D we expect from Green, an intelligent defender who can find these blocks.
The offensive rebound. Butler uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Warriors.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Here's McCollum. The Warriors making the shot. It's on target from the high post. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
Phenomenal at realizing when to shoot from that mid-range. And McCollum becoming a master at that mid-range.
Horford sets a screen for Butler. Outside, Horford. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Kispert on the wing. Defended by Moody. And the basket by McCollum.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Now here's Curry. In the game against Detroit, very impressive.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Now, Alexander Walker. Pass to McCollum. Here's Landale. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
Outside Curry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Warriors have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. First free throw is good.
A highly talented two-way player. Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gay's checked in. Porzingis is checked in for the Warriors. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Curry. And so Butler nails both of them.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Melton. McCollum outside. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Warriors leading by 8. 1:53 left to play in the first. Here's Melton. Drills it from outside.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He has yet to score. Now, here's Moody. Defended by Alexander Walker. Moody the pass to Butler. And they double up Butler to the middle. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. The Hawks second.
Well, over this last stretch, they looked very confident at the offensive end. And when your shooters are feeling it like that, oh, look out.
Kuminga's come in for Atlanta. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski, he's checked in for Butler. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I like when Horford seeks out his offense like this. Look, making the D compromise on one or the other.
It's his first trip to the line.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Free throw dropped for Al Horford. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Still a tremendous player. Al Horford using that experience.
Porzingis kicks to Melton. Pass to Horford. Oh, that's blocked. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They double him with Horford. Landale pass to Kuminga. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Podziemski. Horford finds Melton. Takes a three. Good on the triple. Melton's got 6.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Warriors lead by 17. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows, but they're already in a great position to win this one.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. DeAnthony Melton out there with Pajemski. Then there's Moses Moody. And there's Porzingis. And it's Horford in at the 4 spot. When you want a momentum swing, RJ, get Jonathan Kuminga in there. He can do the job.
We know that, Kevin, because we see his energy shift in the game. He defies expectations and even sometimes gravity with all the things he can do on the floor.
Here's Landale. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But, Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have an in-between game.
Quentin Post is checked in for the Warriors. And Landale drops both of them. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
And it's blocked.
Boy, Kuminga, this man is explosive at both ends of the floor.
And a wide-open look for McCollum. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, the Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period. Guys, back to you."
Okay, thank you, Allie. The first free throw is good, and the Warriors making a change here. Richards is checked in. He's off on the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Hands it from downtown.
Porzingis creates so much space when he's out there. It allows him to make passes just like that.
Left side, Kuminga. You can't get that one to fall.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Porzingis, and it's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Kuminga's got it. Fires the 3. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Alexander Walker.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Now, here's Melton. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Detroit. Pass to Moody. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. And the Warriors, another 3.
The real come at us and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now, look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And the Hawks can't hang on to the ball. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Take a look at the Warriors. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And well, for the Warriors, they're in a good spot as the season winds down. Probably starting to think playoff strategy at this point. Just have to keep themselves above that play-in line.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
All right, a chance to check out stats
For Jonathan Kuminga.
The past month has been surreal, averaging about 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 28-point game against Houston. Stolen away. Richard, defended by Alexander Walker. Pass to post. Now here's Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Melton. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks trail by 17. Here's Kuminga. Can't cash in from close range.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. The Warriors, 4th. Number 5, the Hawks.
I think these teams have made the adjustments defensively, and both are seeing their defensive numbers rise.
Jock Landale's checked in for the Hawks. Tyson Daniels comes in for C.J. McCollum. The Warriors also with a 7. Horford's checked in.
That's a dunk that would get some high scores. You know Johnson put some time into that one.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Warriors leading by 15. Outside, Horford. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And the Warriors miss again.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And here's Daniels. Still without a basket. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Landale and Horford pulls it down. Golden State's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. And Post gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 17.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Daniel. Johnson surveying the floor. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And he really is the consummate playmaker. Always keeping his head on a swivel. Searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball player. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. And it's Reza Shea in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Dyson Daniel.
And how about the strength inside there from Butler? Just excellent at finding ways to get the D to foul him down low.
Free throw, good Butler. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Dyson Daniels. And then for Golden State, Al Horford is checked in for Quentin Post. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Moses Moody. And so Butler nails both of them. The Hawks trail by 19. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, I feel bad for that rim. Kuminga, this is what he does.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's Curry outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 10 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Alexander Walker. And that one is hammered home.
Makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Warriors leading by 18. Now here's Butler. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
Pass to Reza Shea. It's good from long range. Reza Shea's got his second basket of the game.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Reza Shea ready to go once he got it.
Here's Butler. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
So it's the Hawks now, trailing by 17. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road. I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Pass to Butler. Left side, Horford. Outside, Curry. Fires from way outside. Okongwu grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Reza Shea with it. He's guarded by Melton. Alexander Walker on the wing. 8 points for him. And Okongwu slams it in.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
Warriors leading by 15. Outside Curry. Here's Butler. That misses off the backboard.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Golden State's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Horford sets a screen for Butler. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Atlanta making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Hawks trail by 13. Alexander Walker up top, guarded by Kerr. Johnson with a screen on Butler. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Kispert's checked in for Atlanta. The Warriors also with a sub. Al Horford. He's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Here's Johnson. He had 10 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston. Okongwu.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Warriors leading by 11. Butler deciding where to go with it. Outside Curry. And there's the call on Rizichet. That is his first foul of the game. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Horford kicks to Butler. Clock at 6. A step back shot here. And it's Rizichet with the rebound.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Okongwu.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
There's a minute 47 left in the second quarter. Now Butler. He's got 10. Five on the clock. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
Johnson, the pass to Kispert. A three from McCollum. He misses the mark. He's now 6 of 8. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Okongwu with a screen on Kerr. Pass to Okongwu. Count that one. Okongwu's now got 8.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, looking for offense inside as they try to chip away at this lead here in the second.
The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
Jacks up a 3. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. He's got 16.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Welcome, everybody. The first half is in the books, and guys, how about Jimmy Butler? Man alive.
Man, I just love his attitude. That's always up there and always just great. He's mixing it up down there, really taking it to the defense.
He's got a few moves he can go in there. Hard to slow him down once he's cooking.
And with the playoffs approaching, let's take a glance. Again, it's kind of like an eclipse. Don't stare exactly at it, but let's look at the power rankings.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they're pretty entrenched in their power ranking spot. Hard to see much movement from them this late in this year.
And that's not a problem for them. They have a great roster and all the tools they need to make a lot of noise in this postseason.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Daniels out there with Zachary Rizachet, and it's Kuminga in at the 3. So that's the Hawks 5. Oh, Butler draining the 3.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
The Hawks trail by 15. Back to Daniels. Fires the 3. And Kuminga gets it to go on the assist by Daniels. Kuminga's got 12.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Here's Kuminga. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 5 to shoot. Okongwu finds Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 12. Richard defended by Kuminga. Back to Butler. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Right side, Kuminga. Okongwu with it. He's got 8. Back to Johnson. A 3 ball. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Kuminga.
It's not the focus of Kuminga's game, but when three-point chances come his way, he's got to take them.
Curry can't get it to go. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. Off target from three-point range. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Butler in the paint. Butler!
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Daniels kicks to Johnson. Here's Rizachet, guarded by Curry. Buries it from three-point range. Kuminga's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Jonathan Kuminga.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Back to Butler. Butler takes it in. It's good. Butler's got 7 now in this quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Hawks. It's a 10-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Now, here's Okongwu. 8 points for him. 6 to shoot. Here's Realism. The Warriors pull it in. They led the game at 1 point by 20. RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
Now here's Johnson after the miss from Stephen Curry. Pass to Green. A pass to Porzingis. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 4 assists in the game. The Hawks trail by 12. Here is Daniels. No scoring in this one. To the inside. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, clear the way for Kuminga right now. This is his game, and he is simply doing whatever he wants.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside Butler. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, and Butler just can't be stopped. I mean, even when the D knocks him around, he keeps his focus on the basket.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. That they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Realism with it, guarded by Kerr. Over in the corner, Kuminga. McCollum outside. Realism with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Johnson, a wide open look, gets a very good look and converts. Johnson's got 6 points.
And what a shot right there by Johnson, wasting no time in letting that one go.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
The Hawks trail by 13. Porzingis with the steal. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Guys?
Paying tribute. Nice job.
Take a break.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
shots.
And the first one drops. And so Butler nails both of them. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And Butler sends it back to the middle. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance.
And that's the other facet to his game. Porzingis forcing the issue inside, making the defense make mistakes.
First trip to the line for him here.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Moody's checked in for Golden State. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And when healthy, Porzingis is a highly impactful player. He is a 7-foot wing that really spaces the floor.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. It's a shot at the elbow, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside, and taken away by Johnson. Now, here's Okongwu. Defense right on.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Warriors leading by 15. And here is Butler. And he has 28 points for the game. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Back to Butler. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry outside. Doesn't go for him.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Got that one up quick. Kuminga's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Back to Butler. And they double up Butler. Outside for Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 13.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Rizachet. He has 5. Richard, be honest. Did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Well, Kuminga isn't the most consistent free throw shooter, so he's not the worst person to send to the line.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And we continue to see Kuminga improve at a steady rate. He's a young big with a bright future in this league.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Jock Landale comes in for Okongwu. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Rizachet. Both free throws good from Kuminga. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Curry, a screen on McCollum. Here's Butler. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Butler's got 14 points now in the second half.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Johnson with a screen on Butler. And slam dunk by Johnson.
And I love that from Johnson. Sets the pick and then finds some space there for the basket.
Warriors leading by 14. Outside Curry. Pass to Moody. Outside Porzingis. Now Green, covered by Johnson. 4 on the shot clock.
And let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. And the first one at the line is good. Corey Kispert's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And there it is for him. Porzingis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Atlanta making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Quentin Post is checked in for Golden State. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Jimmy Butler. Here's Kispert, and the dunk by Kispert.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
So it's the Warriors now, after the basket by Atlanta. Screen by Porzingis. For 3. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's McCollum. The Warriors making the shot. Clock at 4. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors leading by 20. On the wing, Melton. 8 points for him. Moody finds Post. Back to Moody. Stolen by Kispert. Here he goes. Ball's knocked loose. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Launches a three. Melton, no good. Atlanta's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. McCollum outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Monday, they'll face off against John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And that one misses.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. And he's good on the second. Warriors leading by 19. To Porzingis. Shoots over Landale. And the Warriors miss again. Atlanta's shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Now McCollum. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Goes up the baseline. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Now, here's Melton. He's got 8. Post. No problem on the jumper in close. Post has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's boom, boom, boom. The extra pass. We're not running plays to get a shot. We're running plays to get the domino to fall. So move the ball, drive and kick. We'll get great shots, all right?
Well, he's preaching team chemistry right now, Greg.
And he wants more ball movement because that makes everything simple.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth, we've got D'Anthony Melton. Moody is out there with Quentin Post. Then it's Butler and Richard.
Hey, yo, right here.
McCollum against Butler. Floats it up for Kuminga. Hammers the alley-oop through.
If you're tossing up an alley-oop to Kuminga, put it anywhere near the hoop, he's going to finish it.
Now Melton. Pass to Post. Here's Butler. Stolen by McCollum. 3-on-3. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Post. And here is Butler. Driving in. It's blocked. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Al Horford is checked in for Quentin Post. Just 3 to shoot. That's a 2 from Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Hawks trail by 19. Landale pass to McCollum. Kuminga, screen on Butler. And stolen by Horford. Melton feeling it out a bit. To the paint. Outside Butler. And they double up Butler. Shot clock at 5. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, crafty pass by Butler, moving it outside to an open shooter.
And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. To the inside, stolen by McCollum. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to McCollum. A steal. On the wing, Melton. He's guarded by McCollum. Butler kicks to Richard. Now Melton. Here's Moody. And the Warriors, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
McCollum with the ball. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's the screen. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Gabe Vincent comes in for C.J. McCollum. For the Warriors, Draymond Green comes in for Al Horford. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Moody. That free throw good from Butler. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. From the arc, Pajemski's shot is good. Pajemski's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Vincent. Pass to Johnson. 4 on the clock. Here's Alexander Walker. Offensive rebound. They need this. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And that's 31 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And the Warriors, another 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly. And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
into the lane. And just the way pilots use VR to train, now NBA officials can do the same.
Yeah, it's all about reps, right? Getting them with a headset in a lower stress setting helps prepare them to make the right call when the lights are brightest.
The first one falls. Atlanta making some changes. Newell, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Reza Shea is coming in for Alexander Walker. And Daniels subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Then for the Warriors, Al Horford. He's checked in for Draymond Green. And Quentin Poe subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Both good from the line that time. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Daniels passes to Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
A strong finish there from Johnson. Didn't let the contact throw him off.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Podziemski finds Melton. Horford with a screen on Daniels. Shoots it up. Melton, no good. Hawks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Reza Shea. And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
A wide open look here for Okongwu. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Pass to Horford. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Just 5 on the clock. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Pass to Podziemski. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And stolen by Horford. Here's Moody. Atlanta with the rebound. And here is Okongwu. Hawks passing it around. And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
Now Daniels. Okongwu with a screen on Melton. And stolen by Horford. With the floater. Shot by Podziemski, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Johnson to end the run. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. This one for 3, hits it from 3-point range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor
defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Horford sets a screen for Melton. And the Warriors, another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Pass to Kuminga. Down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Now, here's Melton. He's covered by Daniels. Now, here's Melton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Podziemski. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's Riziche. He's defended by Podziemski. Moody with it. Pass to Melton. From down in the low post, it goes. Melton's got 13 points in the second half. Outside, Kuminga. High post, Johnson. Now, Riziche. No good, unable to end this run.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Butler.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Melton, no good. It's Okongwu, high post. And he goes big with the dunk right over Al Horford.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Podziemski. Inside. Horford in the post. Covered by Okongwu. Yes, that goes in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Stephen, what is it about the challenge of playing on the road that brings out the best in this team?
You know, all we got is ourselves on the bench, and top to bottom, coaches and players have been locked in, just giving a lot of energy and focus, especially to start games and giving ourselves a chance to capture momentum early, and that's what you have to do on the road. And it's got to be a collective effort. Our intensity and energy has to carry us, and we've done a good job of that the last 2 games.
Everybody brought it tonight. Congrats on the win.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jimmy Butler.